What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we're about to be doing an AKA Icons update. You're going to be getting Lamar Jackson, and you're going to be getting John Lynch, aka the closer. Now look, I want to go over again what EA Sports did. I know some of you guys weren't aware of the way to get the AKA Icons. I did put a video out early on when the glitch was going on, so some of you guys may have missed it. For those of you guys that didn't miss it, you guys are gonna have those tokens, and you probably never played it again because of the fact that it's like solo seasons or whatever. Because I only got these tokens because of the fact, you know, obviously I took advantage of a glitch that was going on when it was actual challenges. So because of that, some of you guys are not going to be able to get John Lynch for free unless you actually go ahead now and get these challenges done inside of the solo seasons, right? Because it resets every week. It's like really stupid overall. Like everything about it just doesn't make any sense. But when you go to the field pass, right, it explains to you the way that you get the tokens. All right, so it's not something to where it's like a lot of guessing stuff. Like this ends in 21 hours, right? But if you play through the 5 games, because it's like, you see how it says 0 of 5? You got to win 5 games. So if you do this week and then you do it tomorrow when the other stuff drops, when it resets, you're going to be able, if you got those other tokens like I did, to get John Lynch for free. All right, so pretty much it starts in the third quarter and you just have to get through it. Right, I know, I understand. Like it's like, yo, G, it's like end year Madden. I don't want to play challenges. I don't want to play solo battles. I get that, right? But I also get the fact that you guys don't want to spend any coin either, because you're waiting to see what's going to happen in a couple weeks when, you know, rookie premieres come out and how EA is going to try to get more money out of our pockets. So if we want to maintain what we're standing for, like, yo, we're not doing this, like, yo, I'm not going to spend any more money. I'm trying to get as many cards as I can for free. What you're going to have to do, if you're that close, is you're going to have to play it. Now, I may play it, I may not. I don't know. It depends on the time that I have, because I had a chance last week to do it, and I was like, do I really want to sit through 5 games? So I just never did it. But again, they did update it, okay, to 18 tokens instead of the 30. So you are able to redeem it for a lot less. So if if you're close, I would just say go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're close, like, yo, whatever, let me just get this. But over here, you'll see it, the 98 to 99, it's 18 tokens. And this is how you know EA is like, you know, they're between a rock and a hard place, because it's like, yo, okay, what am I going to do? Nobody is playing solo seasons, or they're not doing a good job of explaining it so people know where it is, so nobody's engaging with it. So that's why they reduced it, because it's like, yo, if they're not getting engaging with it, maybe we could get them to come in if we make it, you know, less tokens. It's still an L overall. It's still not a good situation, but because I have 12 and I only need 6, I may just end up doing it for John Lynch. All right, now for those of you guys that don't know why I'm going so wild about John Lynch, I'm going to break it down for you, right? Earlier in the year, right? Well, at the end of the year, the Super Bowl, early in the year, I'm about to say, like, it wasn't Zero Chill. He was a Super Bowl card. John Lynch got a card that was really wild. And I kept him on the squad for a very long time because it was just something about the way that he plays. Like, he'll just blast you into oblivion. And a lot of the players that currently play, you know, that are in the game right now that you can get, they didn't actually have the oomph that this dude had with his, you know, with his avalanche or whatever when he was first introduced. So I kept him on the squad for a very long time, costing me 2 AP. This card, more than likely with the closer, is going to be OP. So what I just did, I just got rid of Dan Skipper, because that dude is garbage, bro. He's too big and he doesn't move, and he almost cost me a game in Gauntlet. So I'm just pretty much done. Also, like, I don't know if it's something about just his build, you know, because some of the bigger guys like Ed Too Tall, they move very well. I have him at corner also, but then, you know, some of the other builds that just, you know, they're just tall and they move really sluggish. So he's gonna be on the squad. I don't know where I'm gonna put him yet, but he's gonna be on the squad. Now I do want to make sure that everybody understands, based on what EA has released, he's going to have built-in avalanche. I don't know what other abilities he's going to have, but it's very important that you guys really get the fact that he may have to cost you something, because he may not get like universal and all the other stuff for free, because simply put, he's not a golden ticket or, you know, one of the theme team surge players. So based on the way that your team plays, you may have to free up some AP for him. But I will tell you this, some players just play well. and he's one of those players. So if you go for hit sticks with him, dudes are gonna fumble the ball. Like, there's no question about, like, dudes are absolutely 100% going to fumble the ball. But it's all about the fact of, okay, can I save AP while everybody's fumbling? And this is the major part that I want to break down. All right, so he's going to be an AKA card. You guys have the ability to go ahead and get him for free if you so choose. All right, go ahead and play whatever that is right now inside the solo seasons. Get the rest of the tokens, and you'll be all set. Now, I'm going to go and show you guys what happened inside of my auctions hub. Because, like I said, I show you guys, what's going on. So, this dude, Dan Skipper, bro, dude is garbage, right? So, I was playing an absolute bum, and by bum, I mean anyone that I play. It doesn't matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? So, the dude throws the ball right to him, and he just stands there and watches it happen. Now, I know most of you are going to say, yeah, bro, but it's Madden. That always happens. You're right about that, though. But look, let me just show you guys. I think I still have the clip. Yeah, is this the clip right here? Let me just see what he does. I think this is the clip. So if you look at him, right? So you see where he is? You see that position in the top right? That's Dan Skipper. This is why he was removed from the squad. I completely forgot that I clipped it, right? So look at what he does. He just stands there. Now, he has universal coverage, which gives you better reaction time, but he just stood there and he couldn't wait to get dotted. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, right? John Lynch would have picked that off. Because John Lynch, it's something about the way that he plays where he'll just go crazy. As a matter of fact, Plaxico probably would have picked it too. It's a lot of other cards that just move differently, but he is 6'9", I think. He's like a really big dude, so that could be a problem. But then I know some of you guys will be like, yo, G, that doesn't make any sense because Ed Too Tall is also 6'9", and he goes crazy. So realistically speaking, I'm not sure what those guys are doing. Like, I don't know why he did what he did, but not all cards do that. So I would urge you to get rid of certain cards that you're not gonna possibly want to utilize tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Like, once the AKA icons drop, we don't know which way the market's gonna go. So you might as well look at your team right now and say, you know what? Okay, this guy, he can go. This guy, he can go. You see what I'm saying? Like, just start getting rid of dudes, because I got the 700 or whatever for him. His price is gonna continue to plummet, even if John Lynch doesn't get universal coverage. Because if you know that certain players are good, like Karloftis, everybody, look, it doesn't matter what anybody else that you watch says or whatever. If I tell you a card is good, you're going to see him on my team for a very long time, and all you're going to do is see him eat. Like, that's all you're going to see. Because it's certain cards that are good, and there's certain cards that are trash. And that's just the nature of the business. Regardless of how many cards they put out after or whatever, certain cards are just really, really good. And Karloftis was one of them. So if you have golden tickets, or you have any other limiteds, or whatever it is that you have that you need to get rid of right now to kind of save you some coin, go ahead and do it. Because I'm telling you right now, John Lynch, one way or the other, I got to figure out how we're going to put him on the squad. But he was that Super Bowl card was a dog. All right, so you guys can figure out the way you want to work it. If you have time, play the challenges. If not, whatever. He's probably going to be going for like 500K after the first couple hours he's released anyway. At most, he'll stay up. He'll probably stay up about 700, 800, depending on what goes on and what abilities he gets for free. But it's up to you. All right, you have any questions or comments? If you're a member of the channel, hit me up. Other than that, I'm going to see you guys and girls later. Happy Memorial Day to all of the families out there that have family members that served. And I'm just sending all the wishes and everything to all of our fallen soldiers that came before us. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. Stay blessed. One love, y'all.